Hey everybody. Now, the question that comes up time and time again in looking at the Civil War was General Ulysses S. Grant an alcoholic? There were different stories throughout time. They're saying that President Lincoln's most reliable general was a serious alcoholic. Let's break that down a little bit. Much of this comes from, I'm going to be paraphrasing one of my favorite historians, William C. Davis. He breaks it down quite a bit exactly how and why Grant was not an alcoholic. First off, when only time he really drank is when he was off by himself and he was bored, like when he was out in Oregon, he had nothing going on. That's when he would drink a little bit here and there. And the thing is, what would happen with Grant was that one or two drinks, he would be gone. He would be completely smashed. What it was with future President Grant, was that he simply couldn't hold his liquor. When I said before, one or two drinks, the man was gone. He was just that level of drunk, and he knew that. And so William C. Davis broke down exactly one of the ways that proves some of the ways that proves that he was not an alcoholic was the fact that okay, during the times of battle and when he was actually in command, both as a general and as a commander in chief down the road, no one ever has any instances of him being drunk on the job. Those were some secondhand words from another soldier said that link to Lincoln that he was drunk and it got into the press supposedly that he was drunk and that's where supposedly they say that Lincoln said he had the best some of that whiskey to send to some of his generals as well, just kind of playing it off, not really answering it. But he was never reported being drunk on the job. Another thing was the fact that they say being an alcoholic, of course, affects your friendships. All of his friendships were strong all the way up to the end. And they also bring up the fact, especially during the 19th century, when you're an alcoholic, you lost your teeth. His teeth were still in good, very good condition, considering the day and age it was. Another one is that it affects your relationship with your spouse. Now, the relationship between Ulysses and his wife Julia is to this day one of the strongest known relationships to ever be in the White House. He doted on her like it was nobody else's business. And it was very visible the love they had for one another. And had he been a serious alcoholic, it could have easily affected his marriage. But the fact that his relationship with his wife was not affected by that is another sign he wasn't an alcoholic. And later on down the road, as he was sick and he was not feeling well and he was writing his memoirs and wasn't he sent a note down to his wife asking for a bottle of mead to be sent up to him. In most instances, your wife's not going to send you a bottle of alcohol if you're an alcoholic. She sent it up to him with no real problem. So what it was is that he simply couldn't hold his liquor, and he knew that. So those are some of the things about General Grant. So there you go.